Hello, one more time, Louisiana beer reviews. We're looking at. Okay, I didn't know the races came back. All right, Pumpkinator.
Pumpkinator.
We used to have a NHRA racetrack here, and every Sunday you would hear that all day.
What better beer to do on Hallows Eve than Pumpkinator?
We are recording this on All Hallows
Company.
Eve, but it won't be posted anytime soon. But anyway, I got this on a good price because everybody else got it for $7.99, and I bought it at Dornex for $6.99.
Yeah.
Saved the buck. And then they had 2 barrel-aged versions and a cocoa barrel-aged version. But they were very expensive.
Yeah.
All right. Then, no. Ale brewed with pumpkin and spices and 10.5% alcohol. Yeah, we might want to skip this. So, cancel the video.
Right, cancel.
I don't think.
Dude, I got my pumpkin shirt on. Come on.
I think you need a little bitty shelf glass.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
We're gonna go low on the volume.
Low.
Believe me.
Profile.
Nice little smoke.
I saw that. I can pour it myself.
I'll do
I'm
it.
a big boy.
Yeah, I know, but big boys just want to have fun. All right. Just want to have fun. All right. Oh, Daddy dear, you're number one. All right. Now, whoa, this is a very dark beer from Houston, Texas.
Yeah, it's got a huge amount of alcohol in it because the alcohol lacings and bubbles have totally went away.
Just to let you know, I did a little research on this beer before you came over. And turns out they introduced this in 2009. It was the Saint Arnold Reserve. You know, they had that Divine Reserve series.
Yeah, we didn't get Divine Reserve this year.
Yeah. Well, it was their 2009 offering. People liked it, and they kept saying, bring it back, bring it back. So then in 2011, they came out with the same recipe, but they called it Pumpkinator. And people liked it so much, they just made it every year, every fall. So now it's its own beer, and they do that at St. Arnold. They'll come out with something like the Divine Reserve or maybe Bishop's Barrel.
Yeah.
Like those Bishop's Barrels, huh?
I have not had one.
You never had a Bishop's Barrel?
They're way too expensive for me to pick one
They
up.
kind of, but
Right.
But anyway, so this one, and now they said in October 2020 they came out with the cocoa nib version of this in the bourbon barrel aged. But I only saw it at Dornex. I didn't see it anywhere else. But they're very expensive, believe me.
All right, so let's go ahead and try this. As you can see,
Dark
this
brown.
So is this still a stout?
Yeah, it's an Imperial Stout.
Okay, because you said lager, and I was like,
Oh, lager?
that's what you announced first. So I thought maybe they changed the style.
I
of
was
the beer.
probably disoriented. All right, Imperial Pumpkin Stout, 10.5. They haven't really changed the label and all the
Yeah, on the nose you get that allspice.
Yeah.
And that's what's primarily the strong flavor is coming through is the allspice.
Pumpkin pie spices.
I'm not really getting anything else other than allspice.
Allspice?
I'm sure there's some underlying flavors going on, but it's really
If you
pungent.
take a real deep inhalation, you'll pick up like a little pumpkin pulp.
No.
Yeah, I think so.
No.
All right, taste time. I'm pretty sure. Ugh, it's a big boy.
Ooh. It kind of burns. Wait, let me try it again.
10.5. It's a dark bread. Very dark bread crust. But you know what I noticed about this? And you might disagree. But it's like the spices are sort of subdued.
Yeah.
And not like real, some of the beers are really loud.
I'm not really getting any of that pulpness per se that we normally get from the other beers. So with only 2 sips, I had to go ahead and get back into it.
Don't go too far, Tony.
To New York you go.
I'm not now. You are. All right. It's
It kind of does have an essence of pumpkin to it, but it's so subdued with the flavors of the porter. Is this porter? What is it? Stout?
I'm tasting chocolate.
You'll get that if it is from a porter stout.
I figured out what I'm tasting. Dark molasses.
Not sweetness?
No, just like dark molasses, like a black strap molasses. Doesn't contain any, but although...
So do you get that from Myers as well when you drink Myers?
No, when I drank the Myers, mainly I just got wood. It tastes like wood. It tastes like you're drinking a barrel. Well, can't explain it. Talk to Myers, don't ask me. I mean, I loved it, but it was very woody. It's not so rich. I thought, I was thinking, it's going to be so rich. It's going to be so, like, overly spiced, but it's very demure.
It's good.
I say demure.
I remember trying this through the years, and the first time I picked one up, I did like the fact that I didn't get that kind of a punky sliminess that goes in
from like
sometimes.
the gourd, from like the pumpkin pulp.
Yeah, but I'm kind of detecting that in this one this year. Also, it's quite thin. That's why I kept on asking you, is this a porter? Because it was advertised in previous years to be a stout.
Imperial stout. Not just a stout. Imperial.
It says
10.5.
Imperial stout, but
You find the body's thin?
I could see through it like it's Coca-Cola. So to me, that's kind of thin for an Imperial stout. It's a delicious beer, but along the lines of its backbone, which would be an Imperial stout, not just stout, but Imperial, and using those words in the same phrase with stout, to me, brings along the lines that it should be at least as consistent and thick as Tin Bitty.
Which is also 10.5.
Which is also an awesome
Imperial stout.
Imperial stout
From
from the Oscar Blues people.
America, yeah. They have
Yeah.
different breweries.
So we're looking at this one, and I'm holding the glass, and I can see my finger through the bottom. So to me, this is more along the style of a porter.
It's kind of Coca-Cola.
Yeah, not a stout. I'm getting less stout flavor, more pumpkin-ishness, and I'm also getting the slime in it. So,
Oh, I'm not picking up any slime.
well, you're not really looking for it. It's something that I don't like, and we've discussed this many times with these pumpkin brews. And that was the first thing about this beer when I first bought it that I enjoyed, is it didn't have it in there. So I believe with this being a thinner profile, that more of that pumpkin slime or that squashiness is coming out in this. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just something that I don't particularly care for.
No,
in
I
this style
always
of beer.
say, what do I always say? Call it as you see it. I don't play those games where, you I don't care what I paid for it. You call it like you see it.
Aside from that, it's a well put together beer.
To me, it tastes like a spice holiday bread.
Yeah.
You know these breads you buy at the store?
Yeah.
They're like what they call like a fruit cake
Yeah.
holiday
I mean,
bread.
I don't know what's going
It's like-
on. I mean, we are living in COVID days right
Like
now.
I'm picking up a lot of cinnamon.
Yeah, cinnamon. I do get the cinnamon. And cinnamon has a tendency to cover up other flavors that you may not want to be predominant in something else.
Oh.
So it's kind of like when you get a really good cinnamon roll with icing and all that, you just taste the cinnamon. You bypass it. Maybe it's burnt somewhere. Maybe it's off. And I'm not saying that that's what happened
No,
here.
it isn't.
But all I'm saying is that with a strong cinnamon flavor in this, and the allspice, and that kind of a sliminess that I'm getting from it, and the lack of an Imperial Stout that I'm tasting beer wise, I just find it to be a little off this year.
See, I was reluctant to do this review. It's bottled on October 1st. It says right there, October 1st. Actually, I'm glad I only paid $6.99. I would have felt a little aggravated if I'd have paid $7.99. And everybody's got a $7.99, but
Yeah.
Dornax had it $6.99. So what do
Okay.
you say? You pull the trigger on it. So
Right.
yeah, I mean I like it a lot, but
What you found it to be?
find it to be kind of expensive for a 22-ounce bottle.
That is
Very good,
okay.
but not necessarily awesome,
No.
and that's controversial. We'll probably get kicked out of some Facebook groups once this video posted. But
I don't live my life through Facebook.
I run one. I won't get kicked out.
You're
No, it's
Zuckerberg.
all right. Anyway, I like it a lot, but I think $6.99 is the top that I would pay for it. $7.99 is a little much because it's sort of simplified in a way. But I like it. I mean, I really like it, and I think it does deserve an A. But I'm going to say like a 93. And
I love how you putting words out there and you're still giving it an A. You're saying it's simplified. You're saying it's this. You're saying you're speaking on terms.
right, like I'm like throwing shade on it, but I'm
Well, yeah, but you still give it an A. With that said, I've got to give it a C plus. I believe this thing is. I believe I've had.
oh no, the video.
C plus is still a good score. It means you made a good beer.
Yeah, it's good. It's like
But
your
the
child made a
backbone
C
is-
plus. They know that the Earth is
You spoke on your
A
score.
planet.
Am I allowed to speak?
okay. Go.
Okay. So, with that said, I want to say that Saint Arnold has done better jobs at this beer in the past, and this one just is not coming through. It's thin. It's overly spiced on the cinnamon side. Tastes allspice, and I'm getting that slime I never got with this before. And I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, this stuff is real thin. With it being an Imperial Stout, it should be a little thicker and have a little bit more backbone.
You see,
It's just how I see it. Don't go against your own rules.
I'm not going against my own rules, but we did a lot of beers before this. You know, we did one, and then another, and then another. And yeah, not that many, but I agree that it's not necessarily to the level of what it was previous years. I will go along with that.
Yet you give it an A.
Yeah, right, because you could tell I was bringing a comma into the sentence. Yet, however, I still think it is into the A range because some of the ones in the previous years I might have given 96, 97. But a C plus to me is like beyond the pale. It's like
It's the best grade.
it doesn't even make any sense to me. I mean, this is not an average beer.
I'm sending this recipe back and saying start over.
Oh no, I can't
Start over. Rewrite it.
I just
Redo
think
it.
that's outlandish, you
I'm
know.
not saying it's bad, but you know what? You gave me a cinnamon punch, allspice punch, slimy,
I think a C plus would be
porterous stout.
I see.
Porterous.
I mean, I could buy a 12-pack of beers. No, I mean, no, it's not a C plus. I cannot accept that. But whatever. Anyway, it's fine. I mean, I'm a little disappointed because I was thinking,
Can't you have no free speech here? Free speech.
you're talking, you're on the video, it's going to be posted.
True that.
I don't have to agree. All right, I think that it is in the lower level of A. I think in the past it might have been in 96 and 97 range. That's how good it was. No joke. But
Oh, it was excellent in the past. Excellent.
but I mean C plus. I can't abide
C
that.
plus.
But
Dude,
little
must
spicy.
abide.
Spiciness coming in. Anyway, well, whatever. It was kind of controversial video, but the people out there in Texas, mainly, who get it, we get it. Most people can't. But if you've had it, try. Of course, tell us what you think. We're not trying to like start controversy to get people to watch. We're just saying what we think. So Well, it's interesting, you know. I bought it. Whatever. Next year, if I see it, I'll probably buy it again, right?
Yeah. It's one of those beers that you want to go ahead and try and
For
see
$6.99.
how good of a job you've done.
Right. It's not going to be like totally.
Especially when you sell it and you say it's an Imperial Stout as opposed to a stout or a porter.
And they got a little left. All right. Anyway, just keep that steady. Anyway, we're going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to Southeast Louisiana.
Drink better beers, kids.